Good morning and welcome to Eunice Lady Cardinals State Tournament softball action from Noalmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the KPZA YouTube channel from KPZA. Also Eunice Sports YouTube and on HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle, running over from field next door. Jal and Estancia still, or rather Jal and Raton, still going at it as we get ready for Estancia and Eunice. This is a knockout game. Eunice won the toss, and they will be the home team. So we will go ahead and, I got the lineups very, very late. So we'll just do it as best we can as we move along here. So let's take a quick timeout, play some spots, and then we'll come back with the first pitch. This is Eunice Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball. Support Services, proud to be a part of the community. Parker keeps the oil field moving with water hauling, dirt work, and disposal services. The real pride is the people. Supporting the youth is at the core of who Parker is. Parker believes in the future, and Parker Energy is a proud supporter of the Eunice Cardinals. Parker Energy is now hiring, including a Class A CDL vacuum truck driver, competitive pay, strong benefits, and a team that treats you like family. Stop by Parker Energy today and apply. Build your future with a company that believes in its people and its community.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. Welcome to Eunice Lady Cardinals State Tournament softball action as Valencia will lead it off for Estancia, and she'll take the first pitch high for ball number one. We are underway in this win or go home game. This is the elimination bracket here today. So on the hill for Eunice, that'll be Martinez, and she will deal that one. And it is going to miss for ball number two. I'll have to get the score bug caught up here in just a few minutes. So Martinez in the circle, looks in, has the sign, deals, and that one will be high for ball number three to Valencia leading it off. Well, Valencia leads it off. It is a 3-0 count. As Martinez has what she wants, she'll fire, and that'll be ball four. And so the leadoff walk will put the leadoff runner on for Estancia as dealing with an issue, and the runner steals and goes to second as Valencia on there. As again, this is, 2.5 hours in a game that was supposed to take 90 minutes over at the other field. Has kind of got us definitely running behind. No, Martinez in a little bit of trouble here, facing a 2-0 count. And the pitch, and that one fouled off on an attempted bunt. So it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count at the plate. Acosta, and the pitch swung on, and that's a line shot, going to find its way through out into left field, and that one going to go all the way to the wall before anybody can get to it. As Valencia rounds third, is heading home, and it is an RBI double for Acosta, and Estancia gets the line moving early. Win or go home matchup. Getting to it about as quick as she could was Dillard out there. Martinez will deal to the number 3 hitter, Cuevas, and that one is going to miss for ball number 1. Martinez on the hill. Estancia up early, off-speed pitch, and that one is going to miss for ball number 2. As the wind and the pitch, that one swung on and popped up into shallow center field, and nobody calls it, and it'll drop in front of everybody, so it'll be a bloop single, which will move Acosta over to third, Cuevas to first. Estancia with the early lead here in this one. And so the pitch, and that one will be outside. Throw back, trying to bait the runner over at third, Acosta. Cuevas will head over to second on the stolen base. It was a ball to Looper. Estancia leading this one 1-0. Still nobody out. Looper at the plate, a 1-0 count. And timeout asked for. Coach Kemple wants to come settle things down. So while he talks, we'll take a quick timeout. This is Lady Cardinal State Tournament Softball.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
As Coach Kemple heads back to the dugout, the Lady Cardinals struggling here early as Looper with a 1-0 count at the plate. Off-speed pitch, that one will nip the outside corner, and that will even up the count here to Looper at 1-1 strike. Nobody out. Runners at second and third for Estancia. Martinez gets the sign from Nieto, deals, fires. That one going to be squibbed off the end of the bat for strike number 2. So it was a 1-2 strike count. Win or go home time for both of these squads. Estancia, the number 4 team in the state, were upset in their regional. And the pitch swung on, and that's a hard shot through. We're going to find its way through out into left field. That'll cash in a run. As Acosta comes in, Cuevas will head to third, and it is an RBI double for Looper to left. And now Estancia moving the line. They lead this one by a score of 2-0. So now Chavez, the first baseman, steps in. 2 runs already across for Estancia here in the first inning. And the first pitch, that one will be on the outside corner for a called strike 1. So the 0-1 strike count. Game 2 of our doubleheader here this afternoon as we hit straight up noon. They actually started this one a little bit early. And the pitch swung on, popped up over on the right side. Martinez calls for it, makes the grab in the circle, and then stares everybody back to where they are and where they were. So 1 out now, but 2 runs across here for the Lady Bears. And now it'll be Valdez, their shortstop, to the plate. 2 on, 1 out, 2 across. Estancia trying to break this one open early. Martinez kicks and fires to Nieto. That one is high for ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Nieto gives the sign. Martinez deals. That a good pitch. Some late movement onto the back foot. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. So a 1-ball, 1 strike count. Looper at second, Cuevas at third. Estancia threatens to break this one open, leading 2-0. The Cardinals deal. That one will be a bunt, and it'll be a pop-up, and diving for it. Martinez not able to get to it. as it falls into Never Never Land on the infield bunt single. So that'll load him up for Velarde for Estancia. So bases loaded, and now the lefty hitting center fielder for the Bears. Velarde will step to the dish. Martinez struggling in the first. She'll deal, swung on, and fouled off. That'll be strike number one. So the no ball, one strike count in this win or go home matchup. Chavez, the third baseman, waits on deck. And they started this one early in our other games, still running long. Is that one going to get away from Nieto? The throw at the plate, not going to be in time. And so the passed ball will cash in another run. And Estancia quickly turning the ropes, lead this one 3-0 over Eunice. Valdez to second, Looper to third. And a 1-1 count to Velarde at the plate. We'll set everything for you between innings. So it's a 3-ball, no strike count. Lady Bears in the lead 3-0. Another bunt attempt. That'll be foul over on the third base side of things. So now strike two. Velarde, I don't think, going to be attempting to bunt again. Now with 2 strikes on her. So the Eunice Lady Cardinals are struggling a little bit here in the first. 1-2 count to Velarde. Coach Kemple is going to question, and now they are going to bring in all of the umpires. So we're going to figure out what they're talking about. We'll take a timeout. Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball continues in a moment.
Thomas Welding. Precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today. As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
As Coach Kemple was questioning whether or not the batter had attempted to bunt with 2 strikes and then fouled it off. If that is the case and she bunted with 2 strikes, that would be an out. And the umpires say that it was not an attempted bunt. And, yep, they changed the call, and so it will be out number 3 on the bunt foul. And now Estancia's coach going to come over and have something to say about it. So that'll be 2 down. We are in the top of the first. And Estancia and Eunice, I know, flipped on the scoreboard. And so now the coach for Estancia griping about it. Still runners at second and third. 3 runs across for Estancia. Now Chavez, the third baseman, will step to the plate. Nieto down, giving the signs. Martinez in the ring has struggled here early. She'll wait, she'll fire, and the first pitch is going to be upstairs for ball number 1. And the play at the plate, and a rundown as that one getting a little bit through, and throw her out in the rundown as they got Looper leading off, so she will be out. They're going to say safe. And umpire clenches his fist when he signals safe, so she will be safe over at third. Ball 1 over at the plate, so Chavez waiting. Wide and the pitch, and that one will be off speed, and that one is going to get away from Nieto. Gets to it quickly, though, and will corral it and keep Looper over at third. And it is ball 2, so a 2-ball, no strike count. Officials coming over to mention some things, I think, to some fans. Getting a little bit on the umps a little bit. And that one will be outside for ball number 3. To a 3-ball, no strike count to Chavez at the plate. 3 runs are across for Estancia. And they've still got runners at second and third, but 2 out. Eunice would love to get to the dugout and see if they can get the bats clicking. Trailing 3-0. And the pitch, that one will be high for ball number 4. And so the second walk issued by Martinez. And now that'll load him up for the number 9 hitter for this Estancia team, Barela. Barela to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Eunice trying to limit the damage to just 3 runs. Martinez with the washing machine before she goes in, and then it'll be a little slap bunt. Getting to it, and the play at the plate not going to be in time. So a little slap to Martinez in the circle, has to charge it, can't get to it. And the infield RBI single for Barela will cash in Looper, and it is 4-0 now for Estancia. And they have batted around, take it back to the top of the lineup with Valencia. Now, Valencia walked and scored earlier, and it is now 4-0. Bases still loaded as Estancia plays small ball and takes a 4-0 lead. Eunice struggling. Martinez ready, fires. That one is in the dirt. Nieto does a good job blocking it. Ball 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. 4 runs across. Owie, if you are a Lady Cardinal fan. Lady Cardinals in the red tops, black pants, black letters and numbers. Estancia in the all whites. And the pitch swung on. That's a line shot out into left field. Diller charges it, but overcharges it, overruns it. That gets 1 home. That gets 2 home. That will get 2 runs home, and it's a 2 RBI double to left for Valencia as she will cash in Valdez, cash in Chavez, and make this a 6-0 ball game. Eunice in danger of getting run out of here early. As now that'll bring the number 2 hitter to the plate. And a 6-0 ball game. We will have a courtesy runner check in. I'm checking on a couple of things here kind of behind the scenes. Again, we didn't get anything until very, very late. That is Acosta at the plate. So let me get back over there. 6-0, top of the first as Estancia trying to get this one over early. That one will be inside for ball number 1. Dillard read that one, I guess, just wrong coming off of the bat. Beautiful facility here in Albuquerque. The Sandias is the backdrop. Swung on and hit out of play over on the left side of things. So the count evens up to Acosta at 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's a 1-ball, 1 strike count. Mavis waits on deck. RBI single to center her last time up. Acosta 1 for 1. Eunice trying to get out of the jam. 2 on, 2 out. And the pitch swung on, and that one's fouled off for strike number 2. So it'll be a 1-ball, 2 strike count. 6 runs across for Estancia here in this top of the first inning. So a 1-2 count to Acosta at the plate. Lindsay at second. Barela at third, and that one will be low as the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last I saw the game next door, the Raton Lady Tigers had charged back from 4 down and taken the lead going into the 7th. And the pitch swung on. That's a hard shot, but foul down the left field line. Foul by about a foot, so the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So it'll be a 2-ball, 2 strike count, 2 down, but 6 runs across for Estancia here in this first inning. Lady Cardinal faithful trying to get them out of this one. Martinez has what she wants. She'll deal. Got her with the changeup. Ring her up, set her down. Nieto drops it, but fires it over to Garcia at first to get out of the inning. But the damage is done as 6 runs come across for Estancia in their half of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Estancia 6. Eunice coming to the plate. This is Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball.
Thomas Welding. Precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs. Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding
As
today.
Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
The Lady Bears of Estancia get 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors committed, and 2 runners left on the base paths here in the first. So Eunice with some work to do as we go to the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Dillard, Jones, and Zamora. That is 1, 2, 3 for your Lady Cardinals. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan will be joining us here in just a few minutes. Finishing up over at the field next door. And just a quick note, Tiff, Evie, keep an eye on the time. Because Dawn, that may be part of the problem she had, is her time ran out before I managed to get it extended. So guys back at the station, the studio, please keep an eye on that. If you would, I would appreciate that. Well, again, they are giving Valencia a little bit of time to warm up here, so it gives me a little time to work on the books. As again, I did not get the lineups until right before first pitch. So you got Valencia in the circle for Estancia. Again, I'm trying to get everything wrapped up here. Yep, that is Valencia in the circle. So that has to be Acosta out in left. And I'll get the rest of it here when I can. So Dillard will step in. The Eunice righty. Going to try and get the line moving for the Lady Cardinals. Let's see his first pitch. Whoa, up and in. Little chin music as Dillard goes to the dirt. That'll be ball number 1. So we know Valencia is not afraid to throw inside. I think we have now established that fact. We'll set Estancia for you here momentarily on the defensive side. It's a 1-0 count. Riley Dillard at the plate. Pitch, that one is going to sail away for ball number 2. So a 2-ball, no strike count. Valencia and Cuevas, they are the battery. Chavez, Looper, Acosta, Chavez, the infield first to third. Acosta, Velarde, and Acosta, the outfield left to right. 2-0 count, swung on and fighting that one off, and hopping over it is Jones in the on-deck circle to the left side. And that'll be strike 1. So it's a 2-ball, 1 strike count. Make sure I'm right on a couple of things. I'm not sure I'm right on anything sometimes. Say that's Valdez, the shortstop. As that'll get fouled up out of play, and the count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it's a 2-ball, 2 strike count. Dillard at the plate, leading it off for the Lady Cards. Outfield is playing only about halfway back here. Field pretty much their normal positions. Dillard steps out and through that one, gets a piece of it, and fouls it off the screen, so the count stays at 2-2. Chavez and Chavez pretty much even with their bags at first and third. Valdez and Looper actually playing up the middle. Don't see that often anymore. Outfield straight away, straight up, but off speed, going to miss outside, ball 3. So Dillard with the good eye leading it off. We'll get the full count. 6 runs on 6 hits for Estancia, top of the first. Eunice with a hole to dig out of. And the payoff pitch to Dillard swung on. That one is going to be hit out to the shortstop as Valdez scoops it, fires it, but not in time to get Dillard. It gets away from Chavez at first as Dillard will head over to the bag at second. So Dillard with the infield single and then moves to second on an error. So the first error of the ball game, and Eunice now with the runner in scoring position. And that'll bring Jones to the plate for the Lady Cards. If somebody could text me the final of the game next door, I would appreciate it. Lady Panthers were in a struggle against the Lady Tigers. And the pitch to Jones as she's choked well up on the bat, as that one just a bit high and rings off the retaining wall or the support post. And so the wild pitch will let Dillard head over to third. So now the Lady Cards with a run just 60 feet away, and it is ball one to Jones at the plate. Jones had choked way up. Now she's back down, slightly split on the grip. Valencia deals, swung on. That's a ground shot to Looper at second. She tosses over to first and then comes home, but not going to be in time. So Jones with the sac RBI ground out, and Eunice is on the board. They trail it 6-1. The one down is now Zamora to the plate. Zamora, the slightly open stance, base is cleared, one out. Lady Cards trying to climb out of the hole. They are on the board. First pitch to Zamora. That one is going to be high and bounce off of the fence. Nobody on, no harm, no foul. Just ball number one. After Zamora, it'll be Pierce. She waits on deck. Nice afternoon for softball here in Albuquerque. Opening round of the 1A, 2A tournament. Swung on. That's a ground shot, and that one's going to be muffed by Valdez at shortstop. She boots the ball, and so the second error of the inning, and Eunice is in business. So put the ball in play. That looks to be the key against these Estancia Lady Bears. So now Bella Pierce to the plate. So Pierce with a runner at first, and Zamora, who reaches via the air. 2 errors in the inning for Estancia. As Valencia gets the sign she wants from Cuevas, and she'll come to the plate. Swung on and missed. Pierce wanted all of that one and comes up empty. It'll be strike number one. So the no ball, 1 strike count. In outfield, not playing deep. Field pretty much their normal positions. Chavez and Chavez playing slightly in at the corners. And the pitch swung on, popped up over on the right side. Could be trouble. Charging in as Acosta from right. Turns the glove over and will make the grab for out number 2. So 2 down, and that one not deep enough to allow Zamora to move over to second. So 2 down now is Nieto to the plate. Nieto choking way up on the bat. Now she slides it back down to normal. 1 run across for the Lady Cards. They trail it by 5. And the first pitch, Nieto takes a huge cut at it, but comes up empty. That will be strike number 1. So the no ball, 1 strike count. As all of a sudden my phone has decided to go crazy. And the pitch, that one off speed, and that'll be in there, called strike 1. Then a bad throw out to center, out to second, trying to get Zamora stealing. She'll get the stolen base. Velarde will get it as Jow winning in extra time. Jow won 8-7, so the Lady Panthers come from behind to win that one. A 1 count. Nieto chases a high one. Actually, that was strike 3. But the Lady Cards managed to put a run across. So we have played an inning from here at the first elimination round at the state tournament. It is Estancia 6, Jow 1, Lady Panther State Tournament, Lady Cardinal State Tournament softball. Too many teams. Returns in a moment here on Eunice Sports YouTube and the KPZA Facebook page from Noalmark Digital.
This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71 and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees your determination. Balancing books and the ball field isn't easy, but you're doing it with heart, hustle, and pride. Redbird is proud of you, Cardinals. Keep soaring. From Bart Parker and the Redbird crew, behind you all the way. Go Redbirds! Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of the Eunice community and the Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 15 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice, Guns Up is your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tank, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on the Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
For the Eunice Lady Cardinals, they get a run on a hit. 2 errors committed by Estancia that winds up not burning them. And Eunice leaves 1 on base. So it'll be Cuevas followed by Looper and Chavez. The heart of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. Due up for these Estancia Lady Bears. A single to right for Cuevas her last time up, and she'll take the first pitch from Martinez high for ball number 1. As my scorebug has decided that it hates me even more than usual. So it's 1 ball to Cuevas, the catcher at the plate. The pitch swung on. That's a line shot. Going to find its way through into the gap. Out in left center. Goes all the way to the wall. Pierce gives chase. Cuevas rounds first. She is head to second. The relay throw in. Not in time. And Zamora slaps the tag on, but Cuevas already there after a ringing double into the gap in left center. And so it looks like the Estancia Bears going to try and pick up right where they left off. We will have a courtesy runner check into the ball game. I'll have to get the subs hopefully between innings this next half inning. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors. Couldn't do it without Parker Energy Services, Lasco Construction, IPS Incorporated, Eunice Pump and Supply, Thomas Welding, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Gas Company, Guns Up Services, the Eunice Clinic, NMR Pipeline, DNC Electric, R360, Cardinal Hardware, the Eunice Schools, and the City of Eunice. And the first pitch from Martinez to Looper is going to be high for ball number 1. So 1 ball, no strike count to the cleanup hitter, Looper, at the plate. Looper, RBI double her last time up. She'll take that one right down the line and left, but foul. And evens the count at a ball and a strike. Dawn Morgan will be joining us here in just a few minutes as she wrapping up over at the field after Jowl's dramatic come-from-behind win. So they'll take on Loving tomorrow at noon. Right back here. I believe Ron Gunter will have the call on that one. And that pitch will be high to Looper, ball number 2. So a 2 ball, 1 strike count. With a runner at second, Cuevas after the leadoff double. Actually, that's her courtesy runner. And the pitch off speed outside, ball 3. So Martinez struggling a little bit on the hill, or actually in the ring, in the circle. No hill in softball anymore. Hadn't been in a number of years or decades. And the pitch swung on. That one will be popped up into shallow left field. Dillard giving chase, runs over, bobbles it, bounces it up, and finally manages to cradle it in the glove. So a bobble, but it doesn't cost him as Dillard controls it quickly and then gets it back in to keep Cuevas over at second. There is 1 down. As it'll be Chavez, the first baseman Chavez, to the plate. She popped it up to Martinez her last time up. Now Martinez trying to settle in, and the first pitch, that'll be a hard shot out into left center field. On the run this time is Pierce as she and Dillard collide, but hanging on to the ball is Pierce. That one's the center fielder's ball, and Bella holds on to it. Dillard just running into her, didn't hear her calling it. But there is 2 down now on the long fly out, almost disaster out there for the Lady Cardinals. So now Valdez, the shortstop, to the plate. Valdez, an infield single her last time up, but 2 down for the Lady Cards. First pitch, and that one is on the outside corner, called strike 1 to Valdez. So a no ball, 1 strike count. Just the 2 games today. For Eunice, it is win or go home. And the pitch swung on. That's a hard shot that'll be foul out past the Eunice dugout on the third base line. So Martinez up in the count. No balls, 2 strikes against Valdez. Runner at second is Cuevas. Got the leadoff double, but so far has been stranded there. A couple of long flyouts. And now the number 6 hitter Valdez at the plate. 0-2 pitch swung on. That one is high in the air, popped up. Could be playable, but not going to be, as it'll bounce and then head into the Estancia dugout. Garcia giving chase over there. Well, if the Lady Cards can come back and win this one. Sorry, trying to get everything. Things get a little off kilter sometimes up in this one. I believe the winner of this game will take on Raton tomorrow, and that's a hard shot into left field on the run. Dillard makes the grab, so she gets 2 of the 3 outs in the inning, And Estancia gets a leadoff double but can't move her around after an inning and a half. It is Estancia 6, Eunice 1. Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball returns in just a moment here on Eunice Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
For Estancia in the top of the second, no runs on one hit, no errors, and they leave one runner on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the second. Estancia in the lead here by a score of 6-1. It'll be Gaitan, Garcia, and Pasha. That'll be the Eunice Cardinals due up 6, 7, and 8 for the Lady Cards. They trail it by 5. I'm going to try and cut their way back through this one. Don Morgan will be joining me here momentarily. So Gaitan, the Lady Cardinal third baseman, is now the third base umpire going to come in, wants to say something to the home plate ump. I'm not sure what that's all about. So it'll be Gaitan to lead it off for the Lady Cardinals. And the first pitch swung on and missed. Gaitan takes a big hack at it, comes up empty, and that will be strike one. So the no ball, one strike count. Gaitan settles back in. Chavez in at the corners. Liz can get a hold of one. They may not want to do that. And she'll bounce that one. Chavez leaves it off for Valdez, who fires it across the diamond, and that'll be her third error of the ballgame as she throws it away as Gaitan motors towards second. It'll be an infield single for Gaitan, and she will move over on the third error of the game for Valdez. So now Garcia to the plate as Eunice trying to get something moving here. That is the third error of the ball game. And just the second on Valdez. So Garcia, the first baseman, up for the Lady Cards. As Valencia deals, as Garcia offers to bunt at it, kind of pretends to swipe, but then he'll move it back, and that will be ball number one. So it's the 1 ball, no strike count. We're working on the broadcast location here a little bit. 1 ball, no strike count. And showing bunt and pulling it back again. That'll be ball number 2. So it's 2-0. Runner at second for the Lady Cards. Trailing by 5, but trying to put the pressure on the number 4 team in the state. Valencia. She'll deal. And that one will clip the outside corner on Garcia. And make this a 2 ball, 1 strike count. So 2-1 the count. Again, the Lady Cardinals trying to come from behind here. Punch their ticket through to tomorrow against Raton. And the pitch swung on that. It's down the line and right. If it drops, it could be trouble. It will drop and then bobbled by Acosta. Gaitan rounds third, then hesitates. That'll give time for a play at the plate, but Gaitan will slide through it and will score the run. That almost disaster, but it'll wind up being an RBI dump single to right for Garcia, and Eunice closes to within 4. And so Estancia not real happy about the call, but it is what it is. And now Pasha will step in for the Lady Cards. As I was reading incredibly quickly here. And the first pitch, she'll bunt that one, and that will be foul over on the right side. Hold on just a second. All my rosters, well, if you can check rosters and do it at the same time, okay. So it's a no ball, 1 strike count to Pasha at the plate. Martinez waits on deck. Aja, the right fielder, waits on it from Valencia. And the wind and the pitch. Check swing. Should have gone anyway. Shaves the outside corner. That'll be strike number 2. So it's a no ball, 2 strike count. Nobody out. 1 run across. Runner at first is Garcia. It's the Lady Cardinals trying to come back in this one against Estancia. The pitch from Valencia. Check swing. Yep, she went anyway. Called strike 3. So that'll be the first out of the inning. Second K of the ball game for Valencia. 1 down for the Lady Cards, and now Martinez with an opportunity to help her own cause. With Dillard waiting on deck. Runner at first, Garcia with the RBI, single to right. And showing bunt and laying that one down foul is Martinez, strike 1. So the no ball, 1 strike count. As we welcome Dawn Morgan into the broadcast. Good morning, Dawn. Good afternoon.
Estancia?
Nope, actually, it was us that I was looking for, but that's okay. Here, just let me have my phone back. And
why would we
facing
need
it, and that.
sponsor?
Well, I was checking on a name,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that'll be ball number 1. Welcome to the broadcast, by the way. You
Thank
had an
you.
exciting one next door.
I did, but I have no headphones. I don't. Are you
How's
sure?
that?
Okay. Thank you. I didn't think I was on because I couldn't hear.
So Martinez, the 1 ball, 1 strike count, so I can keep up with the bug here. And the 1-1 pitch shows bunt again, pulls it back. That'll be ball 2, but gets away from Cuevas, and that will allow Garcia on the pass ball to trot down to second. So now it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count.
All right. Eunice roster. And I'll take the bug bag.
Just need to check a last name. It's Pascal. And that'll miss for ball 3, so it'll be a 3 ball, 1 strike count to Pascal at the plate. Sometimes handwriting, I think coaches went to the doctor handwriting school, some of them. Coach Kemples is actually pretty readable most of the time, as that one is going to be ball 4, and it gets away from Cuevas, and a little bit of a hesitation and a delay, but finally Garcia decides to take off for shore and gets to third. The throw down, Chavez misses it, but Valdez back in the ruck has it. So the first walk issued, and now Eunice putting on pressure. 6-2 the score, and now Dillard to the plate. At an infield single her first time up. So now Lady Cards at first and second. Martinez goes to second on the play. So just 1 down. As Coach Pierce going to come over, have a word with Dillard. Coach Kemple, I think, having some words with the third base umpire, too. Both these coaches have not been afraid to voice what they think here early. We've had some, and both of them argue a few things. So Dillard will step in. She is 1 for 1. And that one's going to roll in. That one is going to get away from Cuevas. Not sure why Garcia is not going from third on that, but it'll be ball number 1 at the plate. So a bit of a break there for Estancia, as it's a 1 ball, no strike count. You gotta love it when they don't have a press area. Finest facilities in New Mexico, though. And the 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one will be softly fouled back to us and even things up at a ball and a strike. So it'll be a 1 ball, 1 strike count.
Runners on second and third, and 1 out.
And an infield single by Gaitan, moving around on an error and then scoring on the dump single by Garcia. He's got Eunice back to within 4 after what could have been a disastrous first inning. Now Valencia is slowing things down. And she'll deal the 1-1. Swung on by Dillard. Popped up over on the right side. Right fielder goes out on it and misjudges it. And it'll fall and go all the way to the wall. That'll get 1 run home as Garcia scores. Martinez coming around. That'll get 2 runs home. And heading over to third, motoring in with the 2 RBI triple to right is Dillard, and Eunice within 2. So I mentioned it before you got here. I think with Estancia, they are not real solid in the field, so it's going to be a case of get it in play as Here comes Estancia's coach. He's going to call everybody in and try and settle things down.
He's going to try to reset everything. Estancia, at least on paper, looks like a much better, tighter team than they're performing. But Eunice has them rattled.
Well, and
Eunice has taken advantage of that.
And we talked about this in the first game, too, that we did today with Jow. Even though Eunice's record not that great, the number 9 team seeded in the state, that's not your typical 9 because they have to play Loving, and they have to play Jow, and they have to play Texaco. It's a murderer's row of a district, and just to get to the playoffs, if they were in any other district in the state, they would probably have 6 less losses than they do.
Sure, yeah. And so they're a much better team, and they don't get rattled as easy because they're used to.
They've seen it all.
And they've played uphill battles in almost all their games this season.
So Jones will step in, a sack RBI her last time up. Dillard's sitting over at third as Eunice back to within 2. First pitch, that one's inside, and that one gets away from Cuevas. It'll be ball 1. Dillard extremely aggressive usually on the base paths, but Coach Kemple, I'm not sure he jumped in the baseline to keep her over there, but I think he thought about it.
I think it's probably a good thing because really the catcher never took her eye off of the base runner and didn't get that far from home plate.
Pitch from Valencia, and that one is going to get away once again from Cuevas, but keeps close enough to it. So it's a 2-0 count to Jones at the plate. Zamora waits on deck.
To feel that bulletproof again, right, when you're a base runner sitting on third, the momentum of the game has shifted in your favor, and you just want it's put me in, coach, send me home, coach, right?
Maybe if it comes to the other side. And the pitch swung on, and that's a hard shot. Diving for it is Velarde, but then she throws it away again. That'll be the third error on Valdez, and that will let the run score as Dillard comes in. Jones will reach on the E6, and that is the third error in the inning. Second error in the inning, fourth in the game for Estancia. And now Eunice within 1. It is 6-5.
Wow. This is the kind of fireworks.
And Valdez knocked it down. If she'd have just eaten it, it would have been an infield single, but she decides to airmail it. And so now we're going to have a change at the plate as they are moving people around, as they are going to move Valdez out to center.
Right.
And they're going to move
first.
Velarde.
Yeah, to first. And then
did they move her to first or did they move her to second?
And then catcher went out to short. And then somebody else is going to suit up. I think the center.
I don't know who we're going to have basically everybody new in the game except for pitching and everybody moving around. We'll get it as good as we can when we come back. This is Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball.
Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember.
Back here and all kinds of changes for Estancia as they've committed 5 errors in the ballgame now. And Eunice is back to within 1. Welcome back as the pitch for Valencia and then a steal on a no throw on a kind of a lazy throwback as Jones steals third. We saw a run come in the Jow game on just that exact same thing, and it winds up being the difference for the win for the Lady Panthers. Ball 1 at the plate. Sorry, Don.
I think the catcher may be Lucia Chavez.
Okay, and a swing and a miss for Zamora. Evens it up at 1-1.
I think her jersey number is 12.
Yes,
and
that looks like 12.
That would mean Lucia Chavez. And she is listed on the roster as an infielder, outfielder, and catcher.
So she went from first to catch.
Right.
And the pitch swung on, and that'll be a slow roller to the new shortstop, who will fire it over to first in time, but not in time to get the play at the plate. So DeMora with the sac RBI is out 6-3. But guess what, boys and girls? We've got a tie ball game, 6-all.
It's a brand new ball game, as they say. So, wow, things can happen like this. You don't think at the beginning of innings when you're down by 6 runs that this can happen. But, Eunice is saying, we're here, we're playing, and they may be going ahead. They're not done. 2 outs, but they still have an out left. The bases are cleaned off. But
it'll be Pierce to the plate. She flew out to deep right her first time up. So 0 for 1. And the first pitch, she'll take that one. It's a hard shot through the 5-6 hole, and then misplayed by a coast out and left. Gets by her. Pierce rounds first, heads to second, slides in. The throw not in time, and it's a 2-out double to left for Bella Pierce. Wow.
So now she's in scoring position, still 2 outs. And now number 3 is coming up to the plate.
And so that will be Nieto to the plate. My phone has decided to go goofy.
All right, so 6-all, bottom of the second, 2 outs, a runner on second.
The Lady Cards have batted around. I can't believe Nieto's really going to bunt. She'll pull that back, and she'll swing on that one. It's a hard shot out into center field. It'll drop in front of a charging Valdez, and that'll get Pierce home. And the Lady Cards have taken the 7-6 lead. An RBI single to shallow center for Nieto. She moves to second on the play at the plate, and the Lady Cards bat around and take the lead.
Wow. Amazing. And, with all of those changes that Estancia did, they changed almost everything except the pitcher.
And the pitch from Valencia, that'll be a little bloop shot, finds its way through out into shallow left field as Coach Kemple going to hold up Nieto over at third, but it'll be Gaitan with the little dump single to left, and the line keeps moving for the Lady Cards.
It was a pretty solid shot. It was a line drive that just kind of died out there in shallow left, and since the throw did come in at third, it was probably a good idea to hold that runner up. But runners at the corners now for the Lady Cardinals.
Yes, there is. Nieto at third, Gaitan at first, Garcia at the plate, and she will take the first pitch at the letters on the outside corner, called strike one. Gaitan motors on down to second. So 2 on, 2 out, and a whole bunch of runs across for your Lady Cards. They have taken advantage of Estancia's defensive woes as that one floats down for ball number 1. So the 1-1 strike count to Garcia. The Lady Cardinal first baseman is dropping the ball as Valencia. Is that a balk?
No. If you haven't started your motion or anything, you can pick up the ball and put it out of your glove as long as you're not making contact with the rubber and you haven't started your motion.
And the 1-1, and that'll be inside, and that one will bounce and carry him off in front of the Estancia dugout. The wild pitch will cash in Nieto, and another run across for your Lady Cards.
Eunice is up by 2 now, 8-6.
Good gravy, and 7 of those runs have come in this inning as Gaitan will move over to third.
Yeah.
And it's ball 2 to Garcia.
And several of those have come with 2 outs.
Quite a few of them, actually. So it's a 2-1 strike count to Garcia at the plate. The Lady Cards have mounted the comeback, and now they're looking to try and run away and hide, and that one sails as Chavez has to come up out of her crouch and come near side to get that one for ball 3.
Well, Jowl came from behind in the bottom of the 7th inning to win it 8-7 over Raton.
So it's a 3-1 strike count. Yeah, you play until the last out. Fastball inside, snap throw down to third, and that's the first ball I think anybody's thrown that's been caught. That was ball 4 at the plate. So it was a dead ball. Throw wouldn't have counted anyway. So Lady Cards at the corner. Paschal to the plate.
Yep.
Strikeout victim her last time up. And she'll take the first pitch she sees and pop that one up and out of play over our heads for strike number 1. A little bit nicer over here in the shade than it was.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely hot. Things were starting to really get hot over there, too. Equipment as well as people.
Yes.
And Jowl got hot. They went into the bottom of the 7th, trailing 1, ended up winning by 1.
Check swing for Paschal and holds off on it. Evens the count at 1-1, and Garcia motors on down to second.
Yep, just defensive indifference on that. Didn't worry about her at all, giving up that space.
Just with 2 outs, worry about the hitter when nothing else has worked. Pitch, and that was the off-speed pitch, and it rolls in. Pascal thought about it, but holds up on ball 2. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count, 8-6. And we're just in the bottom of the second inning here. Good gravy.
Yeah, that Jal Raton game ended up going like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, for a girls' softball game, that
That's
is
a long
insane.
time.
2-1 pitch. That one is up and away, ball 3. And just 2 walks issued by Valencia, but the fielding behind her has not come to her aid. So a 3-1 count. Pascal's got the green light, and she doesn't need to have it because that one sails out of the zone, ball 4, and that'll walk the bases loaded for the Lady Cards. And now Martinez to the plate. Martinez walked and scored earlier this inning, so now the Lady Cardinal pitcher with an opportunity to help her own cause out in a big way here.
Yeah, you've got it made in the shade, literally over here. This is nice. And a little breeze going on to boot. And a comeback, so the Eunice fans who made this, quite a bit of red in the stands. Of course, the other team is red and white, but a lot of Eunice folks so a lot of folks are
a lot of people in Cardinals red and Cardinal
logos. Gear and hats and T-shirts.
That one sails wide to Martinez, ball 1. Bases loaded, Pascal at first, Garcia at second, Gaitan at third. And it's a 1-ball, no-strike count. Pitch up and out for ball number 2. Is all of a sudden Valencia not able to find the strike zone. I've got to think Valencia is probably the ace of this staff, and she is struggling up here today. And Estancia should have been able to sleep in their own beds last night. It's not that far. That one will sail high, ball 3. Sometimes opening round state tournament games, you get hotel kids going on, and that can lead to disasters in your opening game. But again, Estancia just over East Mountain here. And the 3-0 pitch, and the take sign on all the way for Martinez as Valencia finds the strike zone for strike 1. So a 1-ball, 3-ball, 1-strike count. And the 3-1, that one is outside corner. Gets a little help from her friend Chavez there. Talk about framing them up for the Museum of Modern Art, and that one worked.
She did a little frame, but I think it caught the corner too.
I think it did too.
Yeah.
And the payoff pitch on the full count swung on and popped up and into the chain link. So Martinez will stay alive. 3-2 the count. Bases loaded. Eunice tries to keep the line moving. 7 runs across this inning. Trying to make it even more. So 6 runs in the first for Estancia, but Eunice responds in a big way as that's ball 4, and 3 consecutive walks as Martinez has the RBI walk, as that'll cash Gaitan in, and now it is 9-6. Garcia to third, Pascal to second, Martinez at first. And back to the top of the lineup with Dillard. She tripled to right her last time up.
And if you're Estancia, you're looking, saying, we just need one more out. Bases are loaded, and if you're in the circle, you just do whatever it takes to throw the strike, and then you just let the chips fall where they may. But throw strikes, find the zone.
Pitch to Dillard is going to be low for ball number 1.
But in the meantime, Eunice is taking advantage of this, and they're saying, hey, you want to walk us in? Well, that's as good as a hit.
It is. Eunice wants to keep the line moving.
You bet.
And the 1-0 pitch as Dillard watches that one, breaking ball inside, and Valencia thinks it hit the inside corner. The ump does not agree. It's ball 2.
Yeah, I have to think it was close. It shaved it.
And the 2-1 pitch, Dillard takes that one. It's a slow roller back to Valencia. She will overhand toss that one to Velarde, taking over on the bag at first. So 1-3 for out number 3, but a whole bunch of runs come across, 8 of them to be exact, for the Lady Cardinals as they take the 9-6 or 8-6?
It's 9-6.
9-6 lead, I thought so. We'll be back. More Lady Cardinals State Tournament softball in just a moment. Eunice Sports YouTube and Hobbs.
Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember.
Back here in Albuquerque at the 2026 Nucinda Credit Union NMAA State Softball Tournament, the Lady Cards explode 8 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and they leave the bases loaded. But if you score 8 runs, I think you're almost okay with that. I'm TJ, she's Dawn.
Yeah.
And so it'll be 7, 8, and 9, bottom third of the lineup, due up for Estancia to start the third. Velarde Chavez and in the DP, Benuela, and the first pitch swung on, hit in the air, out to deep right field. Yep, and that is gone.
Nope.
Or is it a ground rule
ground
double?
Rule double. It jumped that little fence out there.
So the ground rule double as Velarde doesn't even wait and just jumps on the first pitch and shoots it out to center field.
It didn't lack much, probably about 3
and
4 feet going over.
And I've noticed this year, actually I think maybe tangled in the fence, but yeah,
It's
they've put up temporary fencing that they didn't have up last year.
Right.
To close these into more normal size fields as Martinez will sail that one to Chavez, ball 1. So a 1-ball, no strike count, then a throw down to second. It's going to get away from Jones, and coming up with it, Pierce not able to do it, and it'll be an error on the Lady Cardinals on the return, and a throw down, which will allow the runner to go to third. And so that'll be the second error for just the first error for Eunice. 1-0 count, and that one, the off-speed pitch floats outside. Ball 2 to Chavez. So a 2-ball, no strike count to the number 8 hitter who singled her last time up. And she'll take the pitch inside and almost hits her. I don't know how it didn't.
She just
and
made
it's ball 3.
Made a quick scoot back, and the catcher did a good job of staying behind it and not losing it. And the runner on third danced a little bit but didn't come in.
So a 3-ball, no strike count. Martinez deals, and that one is going to hit the outside corner. Strike 1. Take sign on for Chavez.
And it floated, but it floated right there on the outside corner. Landed right in.
So Martinez kind of does that washing machine thing before she goes into the windmill and feeds that one in there. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Gets away momentarily from Nieto, but she collects it quickly to keep Velarde over at third. Win or go home for both these teams. Winner plays Raton tomorrow morning. And the payoff pitch, and that one is in the dirt, ball 4. So now it is Lady Bears at the corners on the third walk for Martinez. And now up next for Estancia. Again, I did not get Barella, thank you. Again, I got the lineups literally as the game started.
I still have rosters pulled
okay,
up
thank
right
you.
now.
And the first pitch, and that one a throw over to third. There's ball 1 at the plate to Manuela.
Yeah, I've got
Barella.
Estancia's right in front of me, and click over, and I've got Eunice's. So just let me
And
know.
Barella swings and fouls that one off, evens it up at 1-1. Yeah, I was writing so fast that I'm not sure anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's Barella at the plate, though. So it's a 1-ball, 1 strike count to Barella. Lady Bears at the corners, nobody out. Eunice up by 3. This is threatening to become a football game as that one's low for ball 2. 9-6. Hey, it's an all-field goal affair so far, but working towards the football score. And the 2-1 pitch swung on, and that's a chopper over to first. Garcia handles it, tags the runner, and gets the out. So the tag, the ground out to third, gets Barella down. And there is 1 down. They just let Chavez move over to second. Almost acts like a sack bunt there. And nope, they're going to say foul ball, so it's not a ground out.
Wow.
And they'll move everybody back out. I thought she got it in fair ground, but evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Barella. As Martinez deals, swung on and missed, gets her to chase the high one, ring her up and set her down. Second K of the ball game for Martinez. And there's one out and turn it back over top of the lineup with Valencia. So Valencia steps in. Runner at first is Chavez. Runner at third is Velarde. And now Valencia trying to help her own cause. Walked and scored in the first, then had a 2 RBI double also in the first. She's 1 for 1 with a run scored and a couple ribbies, and that one's outside, ball 1. Eunice leading this one 9-6 as we are in the top of the third inning. As Martinez deals, that's a hard shot, but just foul down the third base line. That one screams out to the fence.
Yeah, she was way in front of that and just smoked it down that third base line. If it had been just a foot over, it would have been trouble. Probably would have scored 1 for sure and could have been 2.
So it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count to the leadoff hitter, Valencia. Martinez has what she wants, comes to the plate, got her with the changeup.
Yeah.
As that one she could have swung at probably 3 times. Yeah, and Valencia swings at it once. If she had connected with it, it might have landed back in Estancia. And by the way, you can't see it because we can't video these things, but the Sandia Peak is the backdrop here, and it probably would have gone over that. And the off-speed pitch, ringer up, center down. Back-to-back Ks for Martinez, and there is 2 down for Estancia here in the third.
And what's working in Eunice's favor, and is the anticipation. You know, Estancia is just so eager. They want to hit. They need to hit, and they're up there too anxious.
And throws the fastball inside to Acosta, ball 1. Acosta, an RBI single to center in the first and then struck out to end the first. So she is 1 for 2.
And they're just having trouble being patient enough at the
Chokes
plate.
up on the bat and takes a hack at that one. And if she's not choked up, she may foul that one off. She just missed it and evens the count at a ball and a strike.
And what you see a lot of times with better teams that are accustomed to more offensive production, I'll tell you in a minute.
1-1 pitch off speed, and that one's in there, called strike 2.
Is that you practice, the teams sometimes practice against good pitching, against fast pitching, and they get accustomed to that pace as a batter, and you get a slower pitcher who's accurate, and you can just be deadly against them. If you're throwing strikes, if you're putting it in there but slow, these teams are just going to go crazy trying their hardest and their best to swing at it 2 or 3 times.
1-2's in the dirt for ball 2, so it's a 2-2 count, and the pitch, the off speed, just missing outside, and runs the count full to Acosta.
That's why sometimes it's not the fastest pitcher or the speediest pitcher that can be the most effective.
And the payoff pitch on the way, swung on, and that one is popped up, and that'll be just fair. Behind the bag at first base, that'll get 1 run home as Acosta heads to second. It's an RBI single, but no, and then it's bobbled out in right field before the ball comes back in, and they're not even going to attempt to try the rundown. So Velarde will score, Chavez will score, and it'll be a 2 RBI double for Acosta to right.
Yeah, that ball was so close that the chalk jumped. You know, it was on the fair side of the chalk, but the chalk jumped on that.
And now it's 9-8 with Cuevas, the number 3 hitter, to the plate. She'll take the first pitch. Backhanding it in the hole at short as Jones knocks it down, but not going to have a play at first. So it'll be an infield single for Cuevas as Estancia not going away.
That's right. They're within 1 now. It's 9-8.
It's a football score. It's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for Estancia. It's 3 field goals for Eunice. Runners at first and second. Now Looper to the plate. RBI double back in the first, and she'll take the first pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Flew out to deep left to Dillard. Back in the second. The 0-1 pitch, and that one is hit hard down past the Eunice dugout on the third base line.
Yeah, she was way in front of that as well. Snapped it over and sharply hit it over toward the dugout, down the third base line, down over toward the dugout for sure. Pulled it all the way over.
So it's a no ball, 2 strike count to Looper at the plate. Cuevas at first, Acosta at second. Ready to go. Martinez deals, swung on, and that one is going to be hit high in the air out to deep center field. Back for it at the wall is Pearson, makes the grab for out number 3, but runs come in as Estancia plates 2 more. We have got a back-and-forth high-scoring affair here in this winner-go-home game from the state tournament. Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball, back in a minute.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. Parker Energy Support Services, proud to be a part of the community. Parker keeps the oil field moving with water hauling, dirt work, and disposal services. The real pride is the people. Supporting the youth is at the core of who Parker is. Parker believes in the future, and Parker Energy is a proud supporter of the Eunice Cardinals. Parker Energy is now hiring, including a Class A CDL vacuum truck driver, competitive pay, strong benefits, and a team that treats you like family. Stop by Parker Energy today and apply. Build your future with a company that believes in its people and its community.
2 runs on 3 hits, no errors committed by the Lady Cardinals, and 2 runners left on for Estancia. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, Eunice 9, Estancia 8. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Still in the circle is Valencia for Estancia. Valencia for Estancia. What would it be like if she played for Valencia? Valencia for Valencia. It's already been a very long day. And so it'll be Jones to step in here in this 3rd inning. So 2, 3, 4, Jones, Zamora, and Pierce due up for your Lady Cardinals as they lead this one by 1, 9-8 your score. Jones reaching on an error her last time up, had a sack RBI back in the 1st as that one sails away for ball 1. Center fielder Valdez is playing pretty much right up on the cutout. She is very shallow out there. That one going to sail high for ball 2. I don't know, we noticed that in the first game, Dawn, or at least I did. The outfielders here are not playing deep at all.
No, that's true. In the JAL game, neither team had their, had the outfield, but about midway back.
2-0 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be off the glove of the shortstop. I don't know, is that an error or a hit?
No, it's an error. I think it was.
So that'll be the fifth error for Estancia. Yeah, I happen to agree with you. That's Looper taking over at short.
Yeah, back when they did all those changes.
All those changes, yeah. And the pitch swung on, and taking a hack at it is Zamora. That'll be strike 1. So Jones reaching on an error for an E6 for the 2nd time on 2 different shortstops.
Kind of dismayed at all the errors in these games. So even the JAL Raton, the number 2 and the number 6 team, lots of errors, a lot more
that
than
one
you'd
sails,
expect.
and a throw down to second and gone as Jones burned down as Looper comes over and uses the long frame to handle a bad throw and then swipe the tag down on Jones, thrown out. 2-6 for out number 1. And so that'll wipe out the base runner and the error. I mean, I still put it in the books, but it wipes out the errors. That one sails outside, ball 2.
I had that down as 3, but you may be right.
That's actually a 2-ball.
Is it 2? It is 2 and 1. 2 and 1.
So a 2-ball, 1-strike count. 2 Zamora at the plate. Bases cleared. And the pitch swung on, and that one's back up into the screening. So the count evens up to the number 3 hitter for the Lady Card, Zamora, 2-2. No, the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Sunny, warm afternoon, and we've got a whole lot of softball and baseball next couple of days here in the Albuquerque Metro. Valencia, the 2-2 pitch, off speed and missing inside and kind of flinching away from it. Zamora, ball 3. So 3-2 loaded up. Zamora, the slightly open stance. And the payoff pitch fights that one off. Probably would have been high, but too close to really let go.
So 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count.
And Zamora at the plate, actually 3-2.
3-2 now. It's full. That's right.
And the payoff pitch from Valencia outside, ball 4. So Zamora works the one-out walk. That is the 4th walk issued by Valencia. And now it'll be Pierce to the plate. Pierce doubled off the netting, if you will. Yeah, they've set up temporary fencing and netting at 200 feet because these are not standard-sized softball fields. They are over 300. And the first pitch will be low to Pierce for ball number 1.
And it's possible, we saw that in a long hit outfield, that ball can get trapped in the netting or even roll underneath the netting and beyond, and that's just instead of bouncing over it went under and ground roll double.
And the pitch to Pierce, that'll be a little line shot, finds its way through into the gap out in left center. That one is going to go all the way to the wall as Zamora around second is heading home as Coach Kemple waves her home. The play at the plate, not going to be in time, and Pierce has the RBI single to left, and Eunice now up 10-8. Zamora scoring all the way from first. Pierce moves to second on the play at the plate. And a run comes across for the Lady Cards as Nieto to the dish now.
Yeah, and just 1 out, runner in scoring position at second.
And she's going to show bunt, but pulls it back.
And then the pitcher calls for time, and then the batter steps out of the box. Now they're both ready.
And Nieto will choke up on that one. A late swing pop-up into shallow left field. Going over is Acosta. Turns the glove over and makes the grab. So Nieto pops it out to left for out number 2. So now Gaitan to the plate. Gaitan, a couple of singles in that long second inning for the Lady Cardinals. So she's 2 for 2 in the ball game. They'd like to get a 2-out something moving here. And the first pitch to Liz is high for ball 1. Another 1-ball, no strike count. Throw over to second. That's very, very dangerous. Pierce has good speed, but I don't think was far enough away to even warrant that kind of attention.
But her back was turned, and she was being kind of casual, so I think they thought that they could just get her not paying attention.
Gaitan gets up under that one and pops it out of play and evens the count at a ball and a strike. If Gaitan can find her way on, Garcia waits on deck. Pardon me. So a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And the pitch, that one's up and away, ball 2. Yeah, I'm like you. The errors here, at least in the 2 games we've seen. If
you expect better play at this level and out of teams that are seated that high, it kind of dismays me that a lot of times I think the bar has gotten a lot lower with the
2-1 off-speed pitch, and that one just chuggas through the zone, and Gaitan watches it, was thinking something that was not that, and so evens the count at 2-2. Of course, some of it may be opening round
jitters.
In Albuquerque nerves.
Could be jitters.
2-2 pitch. That one going to sail and bounces all the way out to the third baseman as it hits one of the support poles.
And that allows the runner to go ahead and get to third safely, standing up, no problem.
Yep, so Pierce heads to third, and it's ball 3 to Gaitan at the plate. Vote Harry Doyle. Of course, the late, great Bob Uecker just about outside. And then bouncing just a bit inside. Full count now to Gaitan at the plate. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed as Liz chases a high one for out number 3. But the Lady Cards do put a run on the board, so we head to the 4th inning. Eunice 10, Estancia 8. Lady Cardinals State Tournament softball action. Back in a minute.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. A whole lot of ones in the bottom of the third for Eunice. We go to the top of the fourth inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Chavez, Valdez, and Valverde due up. Valerdi, pardon me. So Chavez will step in 0 for 2. Martinez still in the circle for the Cardinals. And the first pitch, that is right down the line.
Fair.
Out into left field, fair. Dillard will get to it and toss it in. Throws to second, but not going to be in time to get the speedy Chavez, who leads it off with a double right down the line to left.
Yeah, stand-up double. That ball was smoking. She pulled that all the way over, and it was fair by less than a foot all the way down across the bag and beyond.
And so now Valdez will step in. A single in the first and flew out to end the first. And she'll bunt and whip it back as that one sails high and away for ball 1. So the leadoff double down the line for Chavez stands at second. Nobody really moving in on either corner. Outfield still, they move back a little bit. And she'll slap bunt at that one and foul it off and even it up at 1-1 to Valdez.
Yeah, at the last minute she kind of pushed it down, and it did go down and roll back foul. But and now the third base coach, the head coach, is going to come over and have just a word with her for a minute. Got to wonder if she's going to try to bunt again since she has just the 1 strike on her.
And just nobody out.
Right,
so.
nobody out, and if the coach is
And
just
it may be you don't bunt that way, kid.
It could be.
So a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Martinez in the circle is ready. She'll deal, and the off-speed pitch and kind of slap bunts at that one and pushes it foul over to the Eunice dugout for strike number 2. So there will be no bunting here, you wouldn't think.
Nope, because if it goes foul with 2 strikes, you're out. So.
And we actually saw that. We actually saw that earlier in the game. They questioned as to whether or not a young lady tried to bunt with 2 strikes, and the concurrence was that she had. And the 2-2 pitch swung on, popped up over on the right side of the infield. Zamora back in and out on the grass about 2 steps and makes the grab. A charging Pearson Pascal. But that one's Zamora's ball, and she calls everybody off and corrals it for out number 1.
Left-handed batter now.
And that'll be Velarde.
1 out. She
will
bunt.
show bunt right
That's
down the line. Let it go foul.
Bunt.
Let it go foul. And they did. They let it go foul. That was the right move.
Yeah. Well, she went ahead and played it, but it had rolled, just barely rolled foul, just over the line, and the ump saw it and said foul ball. But they were going to play it.
Velarde, as I know I've said this young lady's name like 16 different ways, and I'm sorry. Now, Velarde, strike 1. I'm going to just checking the spelling. That's what I'm going with. Velarde will take that one for strike 2.
Well, I've got the rosters up here. That's Eunice's, but I can toggle over and get the Estancia one back up. I'll tell you what I think. I don't know.
So a 1-ball, 2-strike count and the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Nieto blocks it out nicely. Ball 1.
I think it's Rylan.
I'm more worried about the last name.
Oh, Velarde?
Velarde.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Velarde. I think it is Velarde.
So Velarde, we'll go with that one.
Okay. I think they're doing it right.
Velarde, and that one will be in the dirt, ball 2.
Now,
it's just the way it showed up when I took the picture, and it may just be it's a little blurry on the roster. The spelling was a little different.
Yeah, it is. It's a Velarde, and that's what is on her helmet as well. So I got to think that it's a Velarde.
Velarde, yep.
Yeah.
And swing and a miss, strike 3, ringer up, center down. Ball gets away from Nieto, but she will fire down to Garcia. 4th K of the ballgame for Martinez, and there is 2 down on the throw down to first. Chavez will motor on over to third, but 2 down now is the other Chavez to the plate.
Right, and it does move the runner, and, this since they're trailing by 2 here, the potential tying run is at the plate right now.
As Martinez will deal and gets her with the changeup, swung on and missed. That'll be strike number 1.
Too anxious and just way out in front of it, so. And she stands really far forward in the box, so that doesn't help her at all with the slower speed pitch.
No, it does not. And so the 0-1 and
she
checking
flinched.
it up, but doesn't go after it.
She flinched, but didn't offer.
Leaving it up, a ball and a strike. So the 1-ball, 1-strike count. Runner at third is Chavez. Martinez deals the fastball, and that one is going to be just low for ball 2. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Lady Cards leading this one 10-8. And we are in the top of the 4th inning. Martinez got off to a shaky start, but has settled in and rolls that one in for ball 3. So the 3-ball, 1-strike count. Everybody playing pretty well straight up with 2 down. And so Chavez ready. And she'll deal the 3-1 and took something off of that one. A pop-up over on the left side. Easily to it is Gaitan, who sticks up the glove. 2 hands next time, young lady, please. But the pop out to Gaitan at third. And there's 3 down. So an opening leadoff double for Estancia. They can't move her home. We've played 3.5. We're at the halfway point of this one. It's a 10-8 Eunice ball game here on the Eunice Sports YouTube channel and the KPZA Facebook page and HobbsAmerica.com.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for Estancia in the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be the bottom third of the lineup due up for the Lady Cardinals, Garcia, Pascal, and Martinez. She's Dawn Morgan. Good morning and good afternoon now, Dawn.
Good afternoon.
It has been a day.
It has been, and it's after 1. It's not just barely afternoon. We're inching toward 1:30. This game now looks like it's going to be a long one.
That's a state tournament for you. They will take as much time as they can. So Garcia, 1 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI, will step in, and she'll take the first pitch on the inside corner from Valencia, strike 1. So the no ball, 1-strike count. Valencia ready, and she'll fire. That one will be inside, and things even up at a ball and a strike. So the 1-ball, 1-strike count. Lady Cardinals holding on to a 2-run lead, 10-8. Each team with a disastrous inning on the defensive side and just blowing that one by. Rearing back Valencia just fed that one up there and said, if you can hit it, you can have it. And this time, Garcia not able to catch up to it. So it's a 1-2 count, and the pitch. That one will be inside, and things even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Elimination matchup. Winner plays Raton. Loser gets ready for graduation. And I guess for volleyball for the underclassmen. And the 2-2 pitch, and got her with the changeup, and chasing it high is Garcia. That'll be strike 3, just the 3rd K of the ballgame for Valencia, but she pulls that one out of her pocket and burns them down. So now Pascal, the 8th grader, to the plate. She's 0 for 1, walked and was left stranded her last time up. As Valencia deals, as Pascal checks it up and holds it up, ball 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count.
Eunice ahead in this one by 2 runs. They'd like to pad that with some insurance runs against Estancia.
Yes, they would, and blowing the fastball by Pascal evens the count, 1-ball, 1 strike. Center fielder Valdez playing extremely shallow out in center. Right fielder's a little bit further back, and Acosta out and left is a lot further back. Everybody pretty well straight up the other ways, and another fastball Well, I guess Valencia said, to heck with this off-speed stuff, except when I need an out pitch. Really, since she came on, when she got the last out the last inning, really it's been more and more of her fastball.
Right.
So now a 1-2 count to Pascal, and there's the changeup trying to get her to chase, and it comes out of the zone.
Yeah, it comes up, hangs up high. Did a pretty good job of not telegraphing it until the very end with changed her stride and her release point and floated up just a little high.
2-2 delivery, and that one is going to miss low for ball 3.
The Estancia faithful not liking that call.
Yeah,
they
Chavez
thought that
wanted
was
to
in
go
there.
around the horn. Pascal with the good eye. Looked a little low from up where we're sitting. We're kind of off to the right side this time of home plate. Payoff pitch to Pascal. Swung on and missed. Runs the fastball by her. That is 3 consecutive strikeouts in a row for Valencia, and 2 up, 2 down for the Lady Cards. Here in this 4th inning now, Martinez, the number 9 hitter, to the plate.
But the Lady Cardinals are still ahead in this one by 2 runs.
So 10-8 our score as Martinez like to get on and then turn it back over to the top of the lineup. Estancia looking for their first clean inning of the ball game is showing bunt. Martinez bunts it foul down the third baseline, backhanded by Chavez in foul ground, strike 1. I understand your number 9 hitter is generally not your strongest hitter, but I don't like bunting with 2 outs. Unless it's just, somebody like Ricky Henderson with the incredible speed. And I'm not saying Martinez is slow, because she does have a good set of wheels. Just not sure I agree with the call. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, and that one will be fouled, 0-1, and now it's 0-2. First, I've always said there is a reason why I am sitting here and not over in the dugout. So
she was hitting away on that one.
She was. So maybe just the bunt to try and get the timing down a little bit, since Valencia's changed tactics here. And really just kind of gone more straight fastballs, changeups. Now she's up 0-2, and she will throw the riser, and it rises out of the zone, ball 1.
She has some balls to give here, and Eunice just looking.
It's close. You got to protect the plate here. You'd like to get the top of the lineup up, but you're okay if they start out the next inning fresh. That one will be low and outside, ball 2. So the 2-2 strike count. Estancia and Eunice battling it out to see who takes on number 2 Raton tomorrow. Got upset by Jowl just a little while ago over on field 3. So it's a 2-2 strike count. And the 2-2 pitch swung on, and that one is fouled with authority onto the right side and off of the chain link next to the Estancia dugout.
So Eunice trying to make some noise here.
They are a 2-2 strike count. Number 9 hitter Martinez at the plate. 2-2 pitch, and that one is going to be at the top of the zone, called strike 3, as Valencia, her 5th K of the ballgame, strikes out the side, gets the clean inning. We head to the 5th. It's Eunice 10, Estancia 8. Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball back in just a minute.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71, and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees your determination. Balancing books and the ball field isn't easy, but you're doing it with heart, hustle, and pride. Redbird is proud of you, Cardinals. Keep soaring. From Bart Parker and the Redbird crew, behind you all the way. Go Redbirds!
No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for the Lady Cardinals in their half of the 4th. As we head to the 5th, still a 2-run Lady Cardinal lead, 9-1-2, due up for the Estancia Bears. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle as Barella will step in. She is 1 for 2. And an RBI infield single back in the 1st, then struck out in the 3rd. And the pitch, and that one is going to miss for ball number 1. So 1 ball, no strike count. Underway, top 5. Win or go home time for both of these squads. And the next pitch, that one is going to float outside for ball number 2. Madison Martinez still in the ring. And very shaky to start the game, but has settled in nicely since then. 4 strikeouts, just a couple of walks, and a 2-run lead to work with. And just a little bloop bunt back to Martinez. Takes it up, fires it over in time to Garcia to get the speedy Barella. But kind of a trick bunt attempted there, Dawn, as she really didn't kind of try and even throw it out until the ball was on the way.
No, it was a slap. I wouldn't even call it a true bunt. Actually,
so
it was a slap. She just slapped it down, trying to deaden it enough to beat out a throw. But Eunice robbed her of that, and nicely done. 1-3 there in the books.
And now Martinez will deliver to Valencia, and she'll take the first pitch she sees high in the air to deep left center field. It is back, and say bye-bye softball as the pitcher Valencia shoots this one out of here all the way out. That one hit the permanent fencing out at 300, so she will touch them all. The home run for Valencia, and now it is Estancia back within 1. 10-9 as that one was heading. Let's see, if you go that way over the mountains, you're going to Santa Fe.
It had a lot of exit velocity.
Exit velo, as they say in the majors.
Velo, exactly.
So now Acosta,
it was moving and still moving across the fence.
First pitch to Acosta is going to be high for ball number 1. Acosta 2 for 3. 3 RBIs, a run scored. And 2 for 3, and now a chance for Estancia to battle back. That one going to bounce outside, ball 2.
Gets away from the catcher, but nobody on base, so no problem.
Yep. Back and forth affairs in game 1 today with Jal over on the Jal Sports YouTube, an 8-7 ball game. And now 10-9 in this one, and we've still got a long way to go. We're just in the top of the 5th. And the 0-2, and that one is popped up over on the left side. Dillard giving chase and cannot corral it. Gets it in the glove off the shoe tops, but it is not able to put the pressure on it.
Yeah, that was not a playable ball. She was running full out trying to get that. I would not put that.
Bloop.
She got a glove on it, but I think it's not an
bloop.
E.
Bloop single, because really she tried to pull it off the turf, and you can't really close the glove there.
So it's really, it was so far in front of her. I don't think unless you slid about, about 6 feet to try to get it.
As Cuevas steps in, that'll be ball number 1 to her. So the bloop single for Acosta. She stands at first. And now Cuevas represents the go-ahead run at the plate. 1-0, that's a hard shot on the ground between third and short. So back-to-back singles as Cuevas just waits on that off-speed pitch and shoots it out there. Cuevas first, Acosta second, and now Looper to the plate.
1 out.
And the Estancia coach going to come over, have a word for Looper. Probably something like, hit it hard. I actually had a coach call me over one time, and that was his instruction, was hit it hard.
Gee, thanks, Coach.
I'm like, gee, thanks, Coach. I hadn't hit this guy in 3 years.
I'd have never thought of that on my own, I don't know.
Yeah, I never would have known. I mean, and I remember, forget the fact that I literally hadn't gotten a hit off this kid in like 3 years. But, yeah, that was his advice. Hit it hard. Like, okay. So the 1 ball, no strike count. And that one will be hit hard but foul down the left field line. Evens it up at 1-1. And do you want to know how that at-bat wound up?
Do we?
It was a 3-pitch strikeout.
Oh, no.
I hit at it.
He jinxed you.
I hit at it hard.
Yeah, he jinxed you. Yeah.
So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch, the off speed, and that one will float high for ball number 2. So a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Estancia threatens. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. They are back to with actually 1 out as they are back to within a run after a solo shot by Valencia. And that'll be a line shot, comes right to Jones. She will fire over to second to double him up. So it is the catch him out, throw him out, double play, and so Looper lines out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, it's the line out to 6, and then the force out as Acosta forced out 6-4 on the DP, and that'll do it. But a run comes across.
Yeah, they were all just standing out in field, and their own team. They didn't even realize they had accomplished the double play, and they were done with that at bat. Yeah, good job.
And very good job, and so it keeps them up by 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Eunice 10, Estancia 9. More Lady Cardinals softball in just a minute.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of the Eunice community and the Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 15 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice, Guns Up is your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tank, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on the Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on as a 6-4 double play ends the Estancia threat. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eunice holding on to a 1-run lead, and Dillard, Jones, Zamora 1-2-3 due up here in the bottom of the 5th. I'm TJ Miracle. She's Dawn Morgan. So Dillard 2 for 3. Single in the first, a triple in the second. Couple runs scored. RBI, couple RBIs to go with it. So Dillard will lead it off. And the lefty ready to go. And the first pitch from Valencia, fastball outside corner, strike 1. So the no ball, 1 strike count. Winner moves on to take on Raton. The loser's season is done. A 1 pitch swung on. That'll be a chopper and over the head of a leaping Valencia, and then over to first as Chavez gets it to Velarde, but not in time, and so Dillard beats out an infield single, her second infield single of the ball game.
Yeah, those choppers are so hard to field by the time they finish chopping and somebody gets a glove on it, gets ready for the throw, you don't have a play left.
Well, they call it the Milwaukee chop. That one was pretty much what that was. Yeah. So Jones will step in, and the first pitch will be a fastball outside to her, ball 1. Jones is 0 for 2, but has reached twice on an error as a sacrifice RBI, and a run scored. So Jones with the 1-0 count. Runner at first is Dillard with the infield single. It's swung on, and the fastball. Jones takes a big cut at it, but comes up empty, and we even up the count at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Jones ready and checks it up. Flinched on that one, but holds up, ball 2.
And the runner holds at first.
Yep. So it's still a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Eunice leads by 1, bottom of the 5th inning.
They'd like to add to that here. They'd like some insurance runs. This has been a back-and-forth seesaw affair so far.
As that fastball comes across the inside corner and evens things up at 2-2. So it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Lady Cards and the Lady Bears trying to move on to play some Lady Tigers tomorrow. And the pitch swung on and gets a piece of that one and fouls it off over to Coach Pierce in the first base box. Stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, we're Santa Rosa when you need them. Then you got Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh my, and throw in some Cardinals while you're at it. So a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Jones. Valencia watching, waiting, and the pitch. Whoa, that one sails. And the throw down is that one ricocheted right into the glove, and it gets away from Looper at shortstop, but Valdez charging in will save an error. It'll be a stolen base for Dillard. As that one, you got to play the bounces, and that one bounced right off the chain link and back to Chavez.
Yeah, and I'd
From the
say,
catcher to the chain link, there's probably, about 8 feet?
Yeah. Would you call that a true stolen base or
Yeah, it's
is
a
that a pass ball?
No, it's a stolen base.
Okay.
And the pitch swung on and missed as down goes Jones swinging. And that is the 7th strikeout of the ballgame for Valencia. It would be a pass ball if it hadn't bounced right back to Chavez, then she had to play. So now Zamora step in, walked and scored her last time through.
Still got by her.
And that is high for ball number 1. I will agree it did get by her. So a 1-ball, no strike count. And when the off-speed pitch is going to float away for ball number 2. Infield single for Dillard. Then takes second on a pass ball. Wild pitch, stolen base.
Take your pick. She's out there.
It's something.
She's safely on second.
She's safely on second, and that will be a wild pitch. And that will allow Dillard to move over to third. And it's ball 3 at the plate to Zamora. Pierce waits on deck. Eunice leads by 1, 10-9. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Winner go home, the elimination round here at the 2026 New Cinda Credit Union NMAA State Softball Tournament. And the pitch outside, ball 4. And so Zamora works the walk. That is the 5th walk issued by Valencia. And now Lady Cards at the corners as Pierce to the plate. Pierce an RBI single her last time up. She also has a double. Run scored, and she flew out to deep right her first at bat. So now a chance to do some damage. 1 out, 2 on. Pitch to Pierce is upstairs, and they will throw that one to second, and that'll be an E2.
Wow.
And they were trying to cut that one off to come to the plate, and still batting it around out there. That'll let both runs score. Dillard will score on the initial throwing error, which is an E2, and then Zamora comes all the way around and scores on a bad throw from the center fielder on an E8. That is the 6th error of the ballgame. And now Eunice up by the score of 12-9. Popped up into shallow right field.
Trouble.
And that one is going to drop in as neither Acosta nor Chavez knows who's supposed to go to it. Neither one of them called it. And it'll be a bloop single into right, as this is what started it off for Eunice. Way back in the 2nd inning, it was errors and mental mistakes. So now Nieto to the plate. Popped out her last time up. She'll show bunt. Now pulls it back. That one going to roll in and come behind Chavez. Keep Pierce over at first. But the Lady Cardinals have taken advantage of 7 errors
She is
on Estancia.
Look how choked up at the bat she is.
Yeah.
That's the highest choke I've seen in a while.
It's almost like she's holding the bat upside down almost.
I know, wow.
That'll be ball 2.
If it works for her, that's great.
To Nieto.
1 out.
Pierce at first, 2 runs across on a couple errors. And the pitch, that one on the outside corner. Good pitch there from Valencia. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count. So the 2-ball, 1-strike count. Good crowd on hand here opening day of the 2026 softball tournament. 2-1 pitch, that one sails up and away, ball 3. Valencia having trouble finding the zone. This was another thing that kind of happened in the 2nd inning. Valencia had a little trouble commanding the zone, and when she did, Eunice was keyed in on it.
And there again, her loss of control was really kicked off, I think, by errors out in the field behind her.
I think so. Pitch swung on, and that's a hard shot down the line at first, and it'll go out into right field as Pierce heading towards third. A delay in the throw-in will be cut off by the shortstop Looper, and it'll be a double for Nieto out right down the line in right.
Moves Pierce over to third.
It does. So Pierce at third, Nieto at second, and now Gaitan to the plate. Eunice trying to do some more damage, leading 12-9, and trying to knock off the number 4 team in the state.
Just 1 out. Nice hitter at the plate. Runners at second and third, ready to come in. And
pitch to Gaitan will be in the dirt, ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count.
I
Now
know,
Coach
see,
Pierce
hit it
is getting
hard.
in on the hit it hard. Gaitan struck out her last time up, but she has hit it hard at least once. And she will swing and try to hit it hard. Evens it up at 1-1. And an infield single in the second. Then hit it out to left in the third. Struck out in the fourth. She's 2 for 3. Runners at second and third, just one down. It's to Gaitan. That one going to sail and going to bounce off the screening and right back to Chavez. That'll be ball number 2, so a 2-ball, 1-strike count. So the errors behind, you think maybe that's got Valencia just a little bit frustrated and flustered, Dawn?
I think so. You know, it's easy for that stuff to get in your head when you're in the circle, and you know, she's trying to keep it together.
And the 2-1 pitch, Gaitan will hit that one into shallow center field. Running up on it is Valdez. Used 2 hands, but it is deep enough to cash in the run. A play at third. Not going to be in time. So Gaitan will get the sac RBI fly, which will cash in Pierce and let Nieto go to third. So even though it results in the second out, it puts another run on the board. Lady Cardinals up 13-9.
And 2 outs now and a runner on third.
So we've missed a field goal. Let's see if we can get there a point after. Let's see if we can get that back with Garcia at the plate. She struck out her last time up, but now a runner at third. And that one is going to sail, ball number 1. Garcia single to right in the first, an RBI single to right, and then walked and a strikeout. Every Lady Cardinal has reached the base paths today in a high-scoring affair. 1-0, that one rolls in, ball 2. And 2-0 the count to Garcia. Haskell waits on deck.
At this level, at the state tournament, you want to see close games. You want to see good games. But you want to see well-played games, and you kind of expect to see that.
And swung on, and that one will be dribbled foul as Garcia gets a piece on it.
Because a game can be back and forth. It can stay close. It can change leads and be not particularly well played by either side. And, you know.
On 7 errors for Estancia, says not well played. None on Eunice. Couple of mental mistakes back in the first, but they've tightened it up and locked it down since then.
Last couple of innings have been a lot better.
2-1, and that one sails away for ball 3. I've got to think that if Garcia gets on, that this may do it for Valencia. Not sure what they've got based in their number 2. The infielders are all way in. I think that's very dangerous with 2 outs. And the pitch swung on and missed as Garcia takes a hack at a pretty good fastball there and will run the count full. So 3-2 the count. Garcia can find a way on. Pascal waits on deck. Nieto stands at third. Another potential run just 60 feet away. Payoff pitch swung on. That'll be a slow roller right back to Valencia, and she's just going to go over and tag Garcia, which that she probably did that because she's not real trusting of her defense right now. So Garcia, the ground out to the pitcher who makes the tag for out number 3. But Eunice puts 3 runs across. We head to the 6th inning. It is Eunice 13, Estancia 9. Lady Cardinals State Tournament softball action. Back in a minute here on Eunice Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from KPZA.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
For the Eunice Lady Cardinals, they get 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors committed by Estancia. and a runner left on the base pass. So we head to this 6th inning. Sorry, I'm getting a text in that I just realized. Okay, thank you, Evie. Let me know that our stream is taken care of. And the first pitch swung on, popped up and out of play. So Chavez takes a hack at it, and that'll be strike number 1. Chavez 1 for 3 in the ball game. TJ, she's Dawn.
Hello, and we're almost at 2 o'clock now.
And this game started early. They started this game 10 minutes early, too.
Great.
As that one floats in there for strike 2. Well, I mean, Loving had pretty much ran their team off the field pretty quick. So a no ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch, the changeup, going to be low for ball number 3. Because it was Loving and somebody on this field beforehand. Go pull that up here. So anyway, it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. That one will sail high for ball number 2. So the 2 ball, 2 strike count is, if a normal game takes an hour and 10 minutes or an hour and 20, hour 30 to play, in the state tournament it'll take 3 hours. You can pretty much get bet on it. And if they can start early, they will, because they know they run early, as that one rolls in, trying to get the 7-10 split.
Well, they want to, if they can stay on time or run early, that's what they prefer rather than running late. They know some games are going to go long, so shouldn't be surprised. But we sure did need that 10 minutes, actually.
And that one will be a hard shot, and that one, Jones, instead of knocking it down, well, she does get it knocked down. That one hit hard enough. That one's going to be right on the line. So what do you think, Dawn?
I don't know.
Because she had to come so far to third. I'm going to give it an infield single.
I think so. I think it took so long for the play to develop that no matter what happened, it probably wouldn't have been in time.
Yeah,
so.
and Loving took care of Capitan pretty quickly, 7-0 in the game before this one. I mean, when I came over here, they'd already pretty much cleared out. There were still fans sitting around, but the two teams, being Eunice and Estancia, were already out warming up on the field and going through their pregame reps. That one will be in there. Strike 1 to Valdez. Valdez, Velarde, Chavez. Due up with a runner at first. That is Chavez, who had the infield single. Is Garcia going to come over and going to do a little yard work on the landing zone for Martinez. So while we've got
Pierce
a second.
is going to be doing some changes here with something. Yep, there are some changes coming on the Eunice. We have a pitching change, or I don't know.
No, I think we're
can't quite hear Tyson over there.
I think maybe they're questioning the batting order. If that's Chavez, Chavez, Valdez, Velarde. So I mean that is correct.
Okay.
12, 11, 13. So that's what they've got.
Yeah.
That's what I had in my book. So. Because Looper lined into the double play. Valdez fouls that one off, and so she's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Winner of this one moves on and survives to play another day. Double check that this is G8. I believe that it is.
Yeah, game 8.
Yep, so the winner of this one will move on to take on Raton tomorrow morning at 9:30 right back here. And the pitch swung on and fouled off. Oh, she missed it. And throw it down to first for the out. I thought that was a foul ball.
I thought she got a piece of it.
I thought she did too. And she's coming back.
Dropped, yeah.
Yeah, and she's coming back to
You could hear it. You could see it, but you could hear it more.
Jowl moves on tomorrow after they got the 8-7 win. They'll take on Loving at noon tomorrow for the right to play in the championship game on Friday. That's a one game or it becomes a very long day situation for the Lady Panthers. Eunice trying to get into the it has to be a very long day situation. That'll be ball 1 at the plate to Valdez. Yeah, Eunice wins this one. I think they've got to play 3 tomorrow and win 3 tomorrow if they want to get to a title game. And that one will roll in, ball 2 to Valdez. Chavez still over at first. I mean, tomorrow for Jowl, at worst, it's a 2-game day. Best, it's a one-game day as that one's fouled off. And so Valdez fighting off a pretty good pitch there to stay alive. And the count remains 2-2. Of course, we're going to be all over the place tomorrow. I've got Eunice baseball in the morning. You've got Lovington softball tomorrow.
Right.
Have Ron up here for Eunice and Jow. 2-ball, 2-strike count. And the pitch swung on. That's a hard shot on the ground. That one takes a funny hop, and Gaitan just knocks it down. You can't credit an error on a goofy hop. So the infield single, back-to-back infield singles, and now Estancia in business, trying to crawl out of a 4-run hole. That one, I don't know if it hit a rock or what had happened over there, but
I don't know. Could be a hole. Again, these are natural surface fields.
And an attempted bunt and put down by Velarde. They're going over to third. Do they get her on the fielder's choice? Yes, they do.
They did.
So Chavez as Martinez throws a strike to Gaitan, 1-3. For out number 3. Velarde will reach on the fielder's choice. So one down, runners at first and second, and now it'll be Chavez, the number 8 hitting Chavez to the plate. Winner's number 22. And that one is going to be low for ball number 1. Well, 1-ball, no strike count. Runners at first and second. Estancia trails this one by 4. And the pitch, that one on the inside corner. Martinez taking just a touch off of that one to get the strike. So 1-1 the count, 2 on, 1 out. Top 6. That one, got her with that one too. And spins in and over the zone for strike 2. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Velarde at first, Valdez at second, Chavez at the plate, trailing in the count, 1-ball, 2 strikes. Martinez, the washing machine, and then comes forward, right out into right field and right at Pascal, who will toss it in. Gets deep enough, though, for Valdez to tag up and go to third. But it'll be a fly out to right for Chavez. And there is 2 down with Lady Bears now at the corners, and Barella, the number up. We've got a pinch hitter in the ball game. A lefty checking in and catch that young lady's number. And she'll take the first pitch away for ball number 1. So that is still Barella then.
Oh, okay.
I thought she was a righty, but
she may be a switch hitter.
Maybe. Oh, it's a 1-ball, no strike count to Barella. And checks her swing on that one. Yep, that's what the helmet says. So
yep.
That's ball 2. So a 2-ball, no strike count.
Runners at the corners for Estancia.
Valverde at first and Valdez at third. The 2-0 pitch took something off of that one, and Barella well out in front of strike number 1. Swing and a miss. Now Pascal playing a little bit further back in right. Dillard still playing up and left. 2-1 pitch, and that one will be in the dirt. Gets away from Nieto, but keeps it in front of her. But that'll let Velarde move over to second. So runners at second and third, but 2 outs, not as much to worry about, but a 3-1 count to Barella at the plate. You do have to worry about that, especially with Valencia ready to come up to the plate. Swung on, staying alive. Running the count full to Barella. So, yeah, you would much rather face Valencia if you're Eunice in the top of the 7th with nobody on than with the potential bases loaded situation and leading by 4. Because as we saw last inning, she hit one that still hadn't landed yet. And the payoff pitch swung on. That's a chop shot. Could be trouble. Zamora handles it, fires it quickly over to first. Is it in time? No, it's not. It was dropped. And so the E3 will score the run. And Velarde moves over to third. Reaching via the error is Barella, and it is now 13-10. And the big boom for Estancia to the plate with Valencia. So Valencia now with an opportunity to tie this game with one stroke of the bat, and she'll take the first pitch, and she will do exactly that. If that's back, and it is gone. It is a 3-run bomb to right center field. Touch them all, Miss Valencia, and we have got a brand new ball game, Dawn Morgan. The 3-run jack to right.
You know, and as she stood up to the plate, I was just about to say the potential tying run is at the plate right now, and she put one over her last at bat. Will she do it again? And
the answer is yes.
The unasked questions answer a resounding yes, and that's unfortunate for Eunice. Now it may as well be 0-0. That's what we say when it's a whole new ball game. When you tie it up, 0-0.
Acosta steps in 3 for 4 on the afternoon. We are all tied up at 13 apiece. So who can get in field goal position first? As that one misses for ball 1. 15 runs in the first game this morning we called, and now 26 combined, and we've still got innings to go here in game 2. Swung on. That one is up into the fencing on the right side. Costa evens it up at a ball and a strike.
So 1-1 the count, 2 outs, and the base is cleaned off now after that 3-run home run.
And the only reason she had a chance to do that was because of an error. And so here's the bad part about that. Because of the 2-out error, that home run, yes, it goes in Martinez's books, but they're not earned runs.
Yeah, that's right. It's unearned.
Was that
and
one?
now the momentum still in the favor of Estancia.
And the 2-1 pitch swung on. That'll be a little dribbler foul over by the Eunice dugout left side. Evens things up at 2-2. So a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2 home runs in the ball game for Valencia have kept the Lady Bears into this one. Lady Cards have got to find a way to pull it together here, or their season could be over. They've still got 6 outs to work with. And the pitch off speed, that's in the dirt, ball 3, and so that'll run the count full to Acosta Martinez. The senior may be getting just a little bit tired out there.
Well, there have been a lot of balls pitched in this game. It's been all about the bats. And
the bats and the
hot.
errors for Estancia, and it is hot. I'm glad we are in the shade.
Hot and sunny.
Popped up and out of play over our heads, so the count stays 3-2.
Pulled it all the way around, curled it back, foul with authority.
So full count to Acosta once again. Martinez jiggles the ball, ready to go, fires it in there, ringer up and set her down, shaves the outside corner, and Acosta goes down looking 5th K of the ball game for Martinez, but the damage is done. A 3-run blast by Valencia after a 2-out error scored a run, and we are tied going to the bottom of the 6th inning at 13 apiece. Eunice Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball is back in a minute.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
For Estancia in the top half of the 6th, they get 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error committed by Eunice. Their first of the ball game turns into a big one, and nobody left on base. So it'll be 8-9-1. Pascal Martinez and Dillard due up for your Lady Cards as we got a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Dawn Morgan.
Yep, and we'll just see how badly Eunice wants this. They haven't had any trouble stepping up, making contact, and getting around. I mean, 13 runs apiece in this game, 26 runs already. We're not done yet.
No, we're not. As Pascal 0 for 2 steps in, did reach on a walk a couple innings back and She starts her swing. She was sitting dead rat on that, and Valencia just kind of throws the chugga changeup up there, strike one.
Yeah.
Pascal probably could have swung at that three. I mean, literally, she started swinging at it before it was even out of Valencia's hands. And the 0-1, there's the fastball, and that one will blow by Pascal for strike two. Well, the no ball, 2 strike count. Was going to ask you where we wanted to go to lunch, but the way this one's going, it may be dinner before we're done.
It might be midnight snack. Are you kidding me? This is nuts.
Well, the 0-2 count swung on, and Pascal pops it up on the right side. Valverde over from first, goes between the bag at first and the ring, and makes the grab for out number 1 as Pascal pops it up. So 1 down is now Martinez to the plate. Martinez walked and scored back in the second. Had an RBI walk in the third and then struck out in the fourth. So she is 0 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored officially. And now actually we're going to have a pinch hitter in the ball game for Martinez. And that first pitch be a little fister over to the shortstop. Looper with it, fires it across, and that one not handled by Velarde, but I think the run was going to be beat out anyway. So the pinch hitter gets the run.
So a run first, 1 out.
And
we're tied, 13-all, so Eunice would like to break that tie. Potential tie-breaking run is on first. The go-ahead run at the plate.
I will pull up and get who that is for certain over there. Back to the top of the lineup with Dillard. First pitch to Dillard, and that one is going to be in there, called strike 1.
Is that a 17 on her
that
uniform?
That is 17, yes it is.
Okay, then let me
I was trying to go back over there.
Let's see. Hold on just a minute. I've got to get back over to Eunice.
So a no ball, 1 strike count, and swung on, and Dillard shoots that one foul on the right side. So now down to the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
That is Gretchen Ball. Gretchen Ball, B-A-L-L.
So Ball with the pinch hit single. The infield pinch hit single. And now Dillard at the plate, no balls, 2 strikes. As Valencia kicks, fires, and the fastball away. Well, trying to get Dillard to chase. She can be aggressive at the plate.
And she she leaned on it. She flinched, looked at it, but didn't offer.
So holds off on it, and it's a no ball, or rather a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Ball over at first. All tied at 13 apiece. As just slapping that one over towards Looper, and she goes the short way to second and gets the lead runner. And they turn it over to first, trying to get the double. They do not. So Ball will be out 6-4 for out number 2, and Dillard reaches via the fielder's choice. 2 down now as it'll bring Jones back to the plate. Dillard, good speed. Jones, a strikeout victim her last time up. Jones is 0 for 3 in the ballgame, but has reached a couple of times. Takes that one and will twist it out of play. Strike number 1 on the foul tip. Outfield fairly deep now as Acosta is shading more towards the alley in left center than she has been in the whole game. Center fielder Valdez not even playing halfway back. An 0-1 count to Jones at the plate. Valencia puts it up. That'll be a slow roller towards third. Handled by Chavez. And she double clutches and can't decide where to go. And a mental error will mean an infield single for Haley Jones. Now, you don't write it down as an error. She kind of double clutched trying to decide where to go.
You know, it is a mental error.
Coaching.
Well, and that's not being not knowing. You in the field, you ask yourself when each batter comes up before each pitch, you really, if it comes to me, where do I go? If I get the ball on this one, where do I go with it? What do I do?
That one's high for ball 1, and I've got to wonder if maybe the 7 errors are playing kind of in the mindset there.
Could be.
Because there's been some throws across the diamond that the first baseman hasn't been able to handle. Arnie comes on, has done a much better job in relief over there, but still, you got to kind of the hesitations like, okay, do I go to first, go to second? 2 outs, you always go to first. That's
Right.
That's pretty much the universal
unless
rule.
Unless you're really close to second and you've got a chance to to get that play, if that's the easier, closer play.
Right.
But she was about equidistant there.
1-1 count to Zamora at the plate, and she will take a hack at strike number 2. So now a 1-2 strike count to the number 3 hitter, Zamora. Runners at first and second. Jones an infield single. Dillard reaching on a fielder's choice, moving to second on the infield bloop. Setting up on the outside is Chavez. Valencia taking her time from right in the middle of the pitching rubber. Comes to the plate, swung on and missed. And that'll do.
I thought that was 2.
I thought that was strike 3, so I guess that was strike 2. So the 2-2 strike count. And I guess it was just strike 2.
I'm like you. I thought it was already 2.
I thought it was. So a 2-2 count, off speed, outside corner missing, ball 3. And that'll run the count to 3-2 to Zamora. Yep, 3-2. Thank you, Blue. So the 3-2 strike count, 2 on, all tied up late in this one. And the payoff pitch, fastball, and that one is going to miss. It was ball 4. Excuse me, you can't tag him out on ball 4. So ball 4 as Zamora gets
and
the
that's
walk.
What Coach Pierce is saying is that, yep. And she took a hard tumble there. She's trying to recover.
Dillard to third, Jones to second, Zamora with the walk.
That taking a minute, it's having some trouble there.
That is the 6th walk. Yeah, I think they're going to call unsportsmanlike there. That's what Coach Kemple and Coach Pierce going to argue. Going to let her walk it off. And actually, I'm not sure Chavez threw it to Chavez to try and throw her out. I think she was thinking she got the strikeout and was going around the horn. Dillard's up and she's fine. Dusts off the red top and the black pants. Then points over at the dugout, pounds the chest and says, I got this. So now Bella Pierce to the plate. Pierce 3 for 4. Single her last time up. Now the base is full of Lady Cards, and the Lady Card cleanup hitter to the plate with 2 outs. All knotted up at 13 apiece. Valencia deals as Pierce right back to the screen and breaks off the zip tie that was holding the sign that says scorekeeper at work, leave them alone. Only they had one of those for radio. So a no ball 1 strike count at this state tournament, no. Only 0-1, and that one will be low, evens it up for 1-1. Maybe for one of their preferred providers over at the baseball field, but not worried about it. We're here. We're on. That's all good.
Baseball, softball, bases are loaded.
Yes, they are. And a 1-1 count to the cleanup hitter, Pierce at the plate. 1-1 pitch. That one is high for ball number 2. Then you got Zamora at first, Jones at second, Dillard at third. All tied at 13 apiece and a 2-1 count at the plate to Pierce. Estancia taking the lead on a 3-run bomb by Valencia, who's now trying to pitch her way out of a jam here in the 6th. Pierce will dribble that one, and that one will be touched in fair territory by Chavez, and so it'll be an E5, which will score the run. Dillard will come in on the error. You got to bare hand that one, Dawn, or you got to let it go foul, and Chavez did not.
Yeah, either way. Yeah, if you try to trap that with your glove, you're not going to have time to fish it out and make the throw. Chances are you're going to flub it getting out of your glove, and if she had just let it bounce, chances are it would have bounced foul.
And so now it is 14-13 on the E5.
The base is still loaded, and Eunice still, even with 2 outs, they've gone ahead by 1, and they'd like to make it more.
And so Nieto at the plate. She is 1 for 3 in the ball game. I'm sorry, 2 for 4, and she'll pop that one up right side, and it'll hit the chain link and even things up at a ball and a strike. So if Estancia comes back and wins this one, that will be the ugliest win that we've ever – I mean, right now they're looking at 8 errors in the ball game. And that's way too many to overcome. And Eunice is taking advantage of them, which is what you have to do. Eunice only 1 error in the ball game. Pitch to Nieto. That's a hopper that's going to come back over and could find its way through, and it will, and so that'll score one as Estancia is trying to figure out what to do with it. It scores two, so Jones is cashed in. Zamora comes around. Pierce slides into second. She is safe, and so it'll be an RBI single for Nieto as Zamora actually scores on the play at second, but it's a little chopper for Nieto, and now it is 16, and that one gets away from the catcher, Chavez.
And that was way high. I would call that a wild pitch.
Yep.
And a wild pitch out of frustration for sure.
Okay.
That was not a hard ball, but it was a chopper that just bounced up over the pitcher and out. Nothing you could do
about it.
And Eunice, taking full advantage of. It's not like they're hitting the cover off the ball. No, they're just putting it into play. And by doing that,
they have really not made real strong contact at all this game.
They're just putting the ball into play, and when you do that, you open the other team up to making errors, and you make the hay while sun shines, And
that one will be outside for ball three. So Eunice responds, 3 runs across this inning. They take the 16-13 lead. So they go up by the field goal. And a 3-0 count to Gaitan. I've got to think Liz is going to have the green light if something gets fed to her. Valencia deals, and that one is high for ball 4, and another walk loads them back up. That is the 7th walk of the ball game for Estancia. So Eunice is 3 outs away from knocking off the number 4 team in the state and getting their shot against number 2. The Lady Cards have batted around as Garcia will step back in. She grounded out to Valencia to end the 5th inning. The first pitch to Garcia is away for ball number 1. Gaitan at first, Nieto at second, Pierce at third. 3 runs across this inning, and none of these runs will be earned because of the error with 2 outs, and they've all come with 2 outs again. That one is right down the slot. Garcia watches it, and actually that's not the worst thing with Valencia having trouble commanding the zone. Make her pitch to you. Still a 1-ball, 1-strike count. You can find a way on. Pascal waits on deck. 1-1 pitch, and I don't know what she was swinging at, but she swings at one that's about 3.5 feet outside. Strike 2. Must have looked good coming out of the hands, Dawn.
It did. It didn't really break. It didn't have enough speed to break on it, but it was just, it headed outside. It headed out toward the edge of the plate.
So then we're in a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Bases full of Lady Cards, but they have retaken the lead, and that one going to roll in. As the count evens up at 2-2, as Chavez will clap it down and hold on to it to keep Pierce over at third. Nowhere to put her. 3 runs across for Eunice. They want to keep the line moving. They have batted around and have retaken the lead in a sloppy, high-scoring affair here in this elimination round game. That one is going to miss outside. Ball 3 was pretty close, but Garcia didn't think it was close enough, and neither did the ump.
Nope. It missed, but not by a whole lot.
So that'll run the count full. Again, the middle infielders are pretty normal, but the corner infielders coming in. Payoff pitch inside, ball 4. And so another walk, and Garcia will get an RBI on the walk as Pierce trots home. And now it is 17-13. Nieto to third, Gaitan to second, Garcia to first. And now Pascal to the plate. Pascal 0 for 3.
They're going to have a pinch hitter, a substitute batter, as they say. So pinch hitter coming in.
And the pinch hitter for Pascal. And I've got it pulled up here.
And what number is she?
I'm not sure. I haven't. You're going to need. I can't see it.
Yeah, can't see it on the
line in the first pitch. That one is going to be on the outside corner for a called strike 1. I'm not sure who that is.
I've got
maybe Cheyenne Blevins. I think that is Blevins.
Maybe.
And the pitch to Blevins is inside for ball number 1. I'm pretty sure that may be a 2-0, so we'll go with Blevins. Still the sophomore who comes in with the bases loaded in a 1-1 count. 10th hitter to come to the inning for the Lady Cards. That one going to sail away, ball 2. So a 2-ball, no strike count. Garcia at first, Gaitan at second, Nieto at third. Blevins pinch hitting at the plate. Eunice already with 4 runs this inning. They'd like to keep the line moving. You can never have too many insurance runs. Blevins takes a hack at that one and fouls it off for strike number 2. Actually, it's 22. They don't have a 22, but I think that's Blevins.
Let's see. Yeah, there is no 22 on the. I think it is Cheyenne Blevins as well. I think we have seen her in other sports and seen her before. Saw her last year, I think.
So a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And the pitch, and that one is going to be low for ball 3. So a 3-ball, 2-strike count, full count once again. Blevins pitch hitting, looks to get on. He walks as good as a hit here. 4 runs across. Eunice wants to keep the line moving. 2 down here in the inning. They have retaken the lead, and that pitch will be in there, called strike 3. As Blevins watches it go, and finally, mercifully, the inning ends. If you're an Estancia fan, 8th K of the ball game for Valencia, but the damage done as Eunice puts 4 more on the board. So 3 outs to go. Estancia is going to need 4 runs to see a 7th, bottom of the 7th. We'll be back right after this. Eunice Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball continues in a moment.
Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember. Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
For the Lady Cards, they get 4 runs on just 3 hits. Another error for Estancia, and the bases were left juiced. But you got the 4 runs across, and that's what's important going to the top of the 7th inning, Dawn Morgan, and a 17-13 lead.
Yeah, but Estancia has put 4 runs across and then some before. So that's how they got tied up at 13 apiece when it was 13-9. So we'll see what they've got.
As the first pitch is going to be popped up by Cuevas over on the left side. Charging in is Dillard, and on the run, she makes the grab. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and Estancia down to their final 2 outs of the ball game. 3-4-5, heart of the lineup. Now 1 down as Looper steps in. She's 1 for 4, but she's hit it hard every time she's seen it. And she will pop that one into right field. And on the run, Pierce.
Center field.
Stretching out into left center, gets it. And the fly out on the run to center. And now it is 1 more out. 3 strikes away from pulling another upset to move on. As Chavez, the last hope for the Lady Bears of Estancia. Martinez still in the ring, fires that one right at Gaitan, knocks it down. Lizzie picks it up, fires across the diamond, but not in time to get a speedy Chavez. So the infield single hit pretty good up there, and Gaitan wisely knocked it down, then picked it up and waited the half a heartbeat to make sure she had control to throw it. So now it's Valdez's turn, an infield single her last time up. She is 2 for 4, and the Lady Bears going to need 4 runs with just 3 strikes to give.
It's definitely and a long game. What are we stretching toward?
We are at 2.5 hours right now, yeah. And the first pitch will be high to Valdez, ball 1. Yeah, I've gotten kind of used to high school softball games going maybe an hour 40.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. Some of them even a little less, and some of them maybe just a tad
more.
Usually not more than 2.
1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Took something off of that one. Good pitch by Martinez. And the count evens up at 1-1. Yeah, had nearly a 3-hour first game today, and we're at 2.5 on this one. So it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Valdez. Martinez fires, and that one popped up on the left side. Dillard on the run, but she is called off by Jones, and she can't get to it either. I think Dillard can get to that one, but Jones calls her off and cannot get to it. And so it is a bloop 2-out single for Valdez. So back-to-back bloops. And Estancia in business with now Velarde to the plate. Martinez, the washing machine, and then fires it in. Ball, strike one on the swing and a miss.
She has what's called a complicated setup. That's
she
her.
does, because she, I mean, she looks like a washing machine agitator before she goes into the windmill wind. And that one will be in the dirt for ball number one. Whatever you do not want to see Valencia up again.
And at no time during that setup do you actually see the ball. It's hidden from the batter. So that's the point there, is that you're not giving them a lot of time to track the ball and the movement. The pitcher, it's designed to sort of camouflage her wind-up, her what there is of it. She's kind of she jerks the ball. She's not a full windmill pitcher. So it can be effective, and especially since she doesn't have a lot of speed, but she has pretty good control.
2-1 pitch. That one will be on the inside corner, shaves the black, and evens things up at 2-2. And so Estancia down to their final strike of the ball game. 2 on, 2 outs. A 4-run deficit. The Eunice Lady Cardinals looking to pull the upset. On 2-2, swung on and staying alive as that one out of play behind the Eunice dugout. 17-13 the score.
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns and a field goal.
Yeah, for Eunice.
A
couple of touchdowns and a missed extra point for Estancia. I think we've actually called that game before. And the pitch, that one rolls in for ball 3, so that'll be a full count to Velarde. The last chance for Estancia. Yeah, I am pretty sure we have called a 17-13 Eunice Estancia football game before. Probably about 10, 12 years ago, if I remember. The payoff pitch swung on and getting just a piece of it to stay alive. Velarde keeps the hopes alive for the Bears.
Well, as long as there's a pitch, there's a hope. As long as you've got a strike left as a batter, a strike left to give as a pitcher.
Payoff pitch swung on, and that'll be a slow roller. Could be trouble as it is handled by Zamora and over to first in time as the foot race and the underhand is in time. 4-3 for out number 3, and the Eunice Lady Cardinals have knocked off the number 4 team in the state, the Estancia Lady Bears, by a final score of 17-13. And Estancia's coach is hollering. He is hot at the first base umpire, and nothing he can do about it. So let's take a look at the final line in this one as I quickly write this one down. For the victorious Eunice Lady Cardinals, they get 17 runs on 14 hits. They commit 1 error in the ballgame, and they leave 9 runners out on the base paths. For Estancia, they get 13 runs on 19 hits. They commit 8 errors in the ballgame. There is the big difference. Yep. And they leave over the course of the game 9 on base too. So 8 errors, way too much to overcome. And the Eunice Lady Cardinals will survive and advance to play tomorrow. What a ball game there, to put it mildly. As, whew.
Yeah.
What do you say about this first day? This has been a long first day. You know, we got here at 8 o'clock this morning, thinking, we'd probably be out of here by about 1:30, and as it now clicks towards 2:30. But, all right, well, let's look at the JAL and Eunice schedule for tomorrow for softball. It will start out early morning, again, 9:30 a.m., right back here on field number 1, with the Eunice Lady Cardinals taking on Raton. So that'll be at 9:30. Eunice Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. And then coming up at noon, over on field number 3, it will be Jowl taking on Loving. The winner of that game will move on into the championship game. So that's the 2 small schools. And then we've got some bigger schools tomorrow, too. The Lovington Lady Cats are also going to be in action tomorrow. as the 4A playoffs continue. Let me get over there. And 9:30 tomorrow morning, you will be over at Cleveland as Artesia takes on Lovington. That is we always seem to get that game up here, don't we?
I know. They always seem to run into each other, up here. It just seems like Lovington and Artesia, they got to play each other, right?
They do. Well, and if you want to win, you're going to have to see each other because they're generally two of the best teams in the state. And then at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Eunice will take on Texaco in baseball from all the way across town.
Right.
And we'll have all of those games for you as they come up tomorrow.
And what time is the baseball game?
Baseball game's at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Okay. All right.
So we'll figure out where everybody's going and what everybody's doing is probably when we get back to the hotel. So, all right, final thoughts on day one here at the tournament, Dawn.
Well, it was a long, but good news for Lee County as both Eunice and Jal girls won their games. And moving on to tomorrow, Eunice is still in the consolation bracket. Jal still in the winner's bracket. So it'll be interesting. And, of course, a lot more action to bring you baseball and softball here from Albuquerque.
For sure. And with that, we will put a wrap on this one. Eunice Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball brought to you by Parker Energy Services, Lasco Construction, IPS Incorporated, Eunice Pump and Supply, Thomas Welding, and Lavelle Insurance. Lady Cardinals State Tournament Softball also brought to you by Redbird Gas Company, Guns Up Services, the Eunice Clinic, NMR Pipeline, DNC Electric, R360, Cardinal Hardware, the Eunice Schools, and the city of Eunice. For Tiff and Evie, keeping an eye and an ear on things back in Lee County. For Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Albuquerque. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noalmark Digital and KPZA KZOR Sports. Good day, everybody. We'll see you back in the morning.